Well, good morning, everybody. It is Saturday, the 20th of March, 2021. We are at the airport. It is a whopping 8:08 in the morning. We're headed up to Freeport to drop the plane off and put her in annual. After the annual, Sean will fly her over to Rockford to Avionics place, where we're going to get the new Autopilot and then 3 new GI 275s, replacing these 2, and I'm taking turn coordinator, the VSI, and the altimeter out and putting the 3rd GI 275 right here. I'm going to keep the airspeed indicator because I'm, well, it's just where my eyeball tracks to. So maybe with time I can do better with the tape, but just easier to see the angle of the needle and not have to read it so much. So anyway, let's go ahead and get started. We're going to go ahead and get the ATIS. It's a beautiful day.
Sky clear, temperature -4, dew point -6, altimeter 3051. Visual approach and use landing and parting runway 9er, advise initial contact, information Juliet.
Juliet.
43 airport information Juliet, 1252 Zulu. Wind 100 at 4, visibility 10, sky clear, temperature -4, dew point -6, altimeter 3051.
051.
Visual approach and use landing and parting runway 9er, advise initial contact, information Juliet.
Nice high pressure.
43 airport information Juliet.
Okay, let's go to clearance delivery. Alright, back to our checklist. ATIS 124.05. Good morning, Quad City clearance delivery, Comanche 6928 Papa at the South Tees with Juliet. Logging up in here.
Comanche 6928 Papa, Quad City clearance. Good morning, sir.
Yeah, good morning. We're headed for Freeport to put the plane in annual, VFR 3500.
Comanche 28 Papa, maintain air below 4,000. Departure frequency 125.905. Squawk 0367.
0367 12595 at or below 4,000 for 6928 Papa.
Readback correct. (125.95) power, ground, back to the checklist. Okay, program the GPS. Well, let's just go ahead and we'll send it to the panel. Boom. New flight plan. Activate it. Skies 4700, Quad City clearance cleared to Denver Airport.
Desired track is 042.
Expect flight level 320.
Transponder set. Lights are set.
Departure frequency 125.905.
Gyro looks good.
3130.
Com radios are set. Nav radios are set. Airspeed indicator. Altimeters are set. VSI is good. Flaps are up. Trim set. Landing gear indicator is green. API is set.
4700, readback is correct.
Firing on all cylinders. Brakes. Brakes are good. Let's go to ground. Ground. Pull up our taxi diagram. Good morning, Quad City Ground. Comanche 6928 Papa at the T's, looking for permission to taxi the active.
Comanche 6928 Papa, Quad City Ground, runway 5, taxi via Kilo.
5 via Kilo, Kilo 1, 6928 Papa. All right. That's a nice short taxi. What is our oil temperature? Is 108, so we're in the green there.
Skies 47.
By the time we do our run up, it'll be nice.
4,000.
Somebody getting some gas.
You're welcome.
All right. There's some paint chips and such from nice Saratoga, I guess that is. I get confused with the 6-seat with the 6-seat Pipers. You got the Cherokee 6, you got the 260-300 Lance, Saratoga, and I know the ones that pull their gear up as a Lance or a Saratoga, and that's about it. All right, here we go.
Comanche 2 Papa, did you check in with Juliet?
I did, sir.
Thank you.
All right, around the bend we go here. So I hope everybody had a good couple weeks. I did not get to go up last Sunday. The weather was craptastic. Plug my iPad in here. And so I didn't get to get up at all. And then boom, we're here going to annual. I am kind of excited about it. Whenever I get avionics, I got a disease. That's just what it is. Avionics is a disease because you never get your money back out of them. You buy them because you're like, ooh, that's cool. Ooh, I like that capability. And they're not cheap, right? So the only reason I'm switching these G5s out is the 3100 plays better with the 275s. So, yeah. It's a disease. It's just a disease. So, let's get up here. We're going to do our run up. Come up here, the hold short line. Now, all right, we'll come around here and set the brakes. Brakes are set. Okay, brakes set, doors and windows closed and locked, flight controls. Free and correct, and I'll edit this out again, guys, because I know it gets kind of repetitive, but you got to do the checks. Okay, folks, we're back. Pre-flight checks went good. Everything sounded good. We're getting ready to call the tower for our takeoff clearance. In the event of an emergency today, if we don't have enough runway, there is an interstate to the left. Route 6 is a slight right. If we're above 1,000 feet, we can go ahead and turn back and try to come back to this runway, or maybe 927. That's about it. Let's go ahead and call the tower. Okay, across the hold short line, we got fuel, flaps, and trim. We are on tower.
Good morning, Quad City Tower, Comanche 6928 Papa, intersection Kilo 1 and 5. We're ready to go, sir.
Comanche 6928 Papa, Quad City Tower, good morning. Fly runway heading, runway 5, clear for takeoff.
Runway heading, runway 5, clear for takeoff, 6928 Papa.
All right, that's an easy one, runway heading. Okay, so coming across hold short line, fuel, flaps, trim, final check.
900 feet.
Downwind is clear, final is clear, runway is clear. Windsock is dead, nothing, not even wiggling. Line up on the hold, or line up on center line. Coming up on the power. Fuel gauges look good. Everything's sounding good. Airspeed is alive. There's 80. Off she comes. Positive rate of climb. Gear coming up. Pitch for 105. Gears up, flaps are up. 105. Cylinder head temperatures are looking good.
Comanche 28 Papa, contact departure, good day.
28 Papa, over to departure, thanks, sir. Good morning, Quad City departure, Comanche 6928 Papa, runway heading indicating just over 1,000 feet.
Comanche 6928 Papa, Quad City departure, radar contact, climb to VFR requested altitude, proceed on course Freeport.
On course Freeport, climbing to 3,500, 28 Papa.
All right, folks, 3,500 is in. Let's go ahead and get into a cruise climb. Cylinder head temperatures still look good. And that's actually desired track that's right on. Get a little bit of heat in here.
Quad City's approach, Cherokee 8853 Juliet, level
3,500.
Cherokee 8853 Juliet, Quad City approach, altimeter 3051. What's your destination?
Let's go ahead, autopilot on.
Muscatine, Mike Uniform Tango.
Heading indicator on.
Roger.
That's where we want, right there. 130 miles an hour indicated. We're climbing at 1,100 feet a minute at 130 miles an hour. Go ahead and bring that fuel boost pump off. Fuel pressure's holding. Let's go ahead and back off. RPM here. Bring it down 2,500. And we're going to actually put this in GPS steering, or simulated GPS steering anyway. Cylinder head temperatures are still looking good. 371 is my hottest. There's 3,200 going to 3,005. So we got a little bit of ground haze. Not really a fog, at least around here, but a haze. And with that sun coming in, I'm not sure what you guys can see or not. There's 3,500. Let's go ahead and level. Bring our nose down to where it's supposed to be against the horizon. And we'll start picking up some speed and trimming it into a cruise. $150 miles an hour indicated. There's 155. She's still climbing. We'll let her keep going. Looks like we're going to top out right about 100. She's still going up a little bit. There's 160. $165. Alright, so our power setting today, pressure altitude is 3,000 feet, is 24.323. We'll back off our throttle to 24.3. We'll back off to 2,300 RPM. Pretty close. There you go, 24.4, that's close enough. All right. Cruise flight throttle is set. Propeller is set. Mixture, we want to lean it out. Not much. Air is pretty dense. Go with like 15.7, 15.6. Air's 15.7. It's holding pretty steady. We're getting a little warm in here now. All right. So let that kind of all settle down. We're 20 minutes out. So as part of this, check my airspeed here, make sure I'm pressure indicated altitude 3,500, altimeter setting 3051, outside air temperature is a whopping 246 degrees Celsius. Indicated, or sorry, calibrated airspeed is 160.
Comanche 36 Papa contact Chicago Center 135.6. Good day.
1356 for 28 Papa, thank you, sir.
And that was for Comanche 36 Papa.
Sorry, 6928 Papa, I'll stay with you.
Affirmative. Comanche 6928 Papa, you remain this frequency.
Wilco 6928 Papa.
Another Comanche. So 160, calibrates 163, gets us 146 knots true airspeed, or 168 miles an hour true airspeed. Which down low, that's okay. That's what we're doing pretty good there. About where she normally is. Good. Okay. Mixture we got set. Fuel pressure looks good. Gauges look good. Heading indicator is good. Autopilot is on. And we're up here. So let's talk about the autopilot install. What I'm planning on doing is having them move this stack down, this transponder coming over here. I've mentioned that in a prior video, and the autopilot panel coming up here. Normally I fly with this setup on my GTN. The third GI-275 has this track, desired track, cross-track air, distance to next waypoint, estimated time, and what the next waypoint is. So I'll be able to use that for this, and I can then use this for either traffic or a moving map display to go with my iPad. It's flexible now. See here, there's only 4 boxes. The reason I don't use the moving map is there's only 4 boxes. Track, I got to set track, desired track, cross track air, and it's got distance to destination, but it doesn't have distance to next, and an estimated time of arrival to next, which is handy to have.
2636 contact
when
Chicago
you're
Center on 123.
When you're shooting
75. Good day.
Approaches, when you're looking at your waypoints and where your turns are coming up. And I want you to notice one thing. I'm trimmed out, stable air, and most airplanes do this, but I don't have the autopilot holding altitude, but it's holding altitude. You know, Comanches are really, really stable when you get them in cruise and you get them trimmed. I mean, I've flown last summer when we went to Branson. Once I had it in cruise, I would sit here and forget that I needed to hold altitude. You know, I'd be talking, and I'd go, oh, no, we're still right on the altitude. And smooth air. Of course, bumpy air is totally different. There's right over here off to our left, and I'll try to switch the camera over. This is Clinton, Iowa. There's a big gold dome there. I don't know if you guys can see that or not, but that's ADM has a feed mill there. And there's a nice airport there for, I used to go there all the time for fuel, and I got lazy. And I just got lazy. And Anyway, so the autopilot's going to be put in there. The two 275s. And one of the things it's going to take, I'll probably be down for a month now. One of the things that's going to take a little bit longer is it uses the servos that I have in here for the S-Tech 50. But they've been in there 20-something years. So they're gonna pull the servos out and send them off to X-Tech or Genesis Aerosystems, and they're going to rebuild them to basically new. And that's all part of the package. The good and the bad. G500, which is not being even tested yet for this airplane. They are testing the Comanches, but they're doing only the electric flat models. They're not doing the Johnson bar flat models, which is the 250s. They're doing 260 with, or 250s with electric flaps, because some of the last few had electric flaps. 260s, 260B, 260C. They're doing, Garmin is doing. And I have to admit, that was the autopilot I was...
G6928 Papa, contact Rockford approach 126.0. Good day.
6928 Papa, over to Rockford 1260. Thank you, sir.
Most of the times they don't hear us, but on this.
Good morning, Rockford approach. Comanche 6928 Papa, level 3,500 VFR to Freeport.
Comanche 6928 Papa, Rockford approach to Rockford, altimeter 3053.
3053, 28 Papa, thank you, sir.
All right, 13 minutes to go. So, where was I? Oh, yeah, the 500 was the one I was jonesing for in the beginning. But it'll be a while before they do these. And this thing is, altitude hold is doing this. And when I first got it, it was 100 feet up, 100 feet down, wasn't so bad. Now it's 200 feet up, 200 feet down. It gets a little bit wild. Yeah, that's about it. So I'm going to be down for a month. I'll take it up here, drop it off. Sean will fly me back. They'll do the annual inspection. I don't really have any squawks, so it's just going to be an inspection. And then they'll take it over to avionics place, and that's what's going to take the majority of the time. That might be down a month and a half, actually. Figure 2 weeks for the annual, or a week and a half for the annual, and probably a month in the shop at Freeport, or at Rockford. Anyway, so we're cruising along. Got 12 minutes left, folks. 12 minutes. Let's go ahead and we are 30 miles away. Let's go ahead
Number
and get
8026 Tango Roger. Continue inbound. Can't clear you quite yet.
pull up a plate. 12525.
Freeport, Alberta's airport. Automated weather observation. 1335. Zulu, weather, wind. 130 at 5. Visibility 7.
Number 26 Tango, clear visual for 2114.
1000. Temperature -0 Celsius. Dew point
Air 26 Tango, racers terminated. Contact Gainesville Tower 118.8.
Freeport, Alberta's airport. Automated weather observation. 1336. Zulu, weather, wind. 130 at 5. Visibility 7. Clear below 12,000. Temperature -0 Celsius. Dew point -4.
Here's 2 Hotel, say request.
4.
3054, okay. We've got the important pieces. Wind is 130. So we look at our...
Alright, and 2 Hotel can give me your full call sign type aircraft.
So we're going to land runway 6. There is a runway 13, but it's grass. And I don't know if it's squishy right now. Well, right now it's probably frozen.
Checking on 6,000 for 7.
We'll just take runway 6. So that means we're going to come up to the airport, we're going to cross midfield. We're going going to do a descending right-hand turn to come in on the downwind for 6.
Transport 3488 Heavy, Rockford departure, climb maintain 12000.
That is the plan.
Air 312 Hotel, squawk at 0260.
Pattern altitude is 1900 feet or 1856.
12 Hotel, hold us,
1900 feet.
approach terminate.
Okay. Alright, so part of our planning then is we'll kind of get this. We got 150 knot ground speed. So we kind of got to get this plan
Hotel, verify information, Juliet.
So 1900 feet, we'll do
12 Hotel,
2,500 across. Right-hand descending right-hand turn to enter the downwind for 6. We're going to have a right to left crosswind of about 5 knots. The runway is actually pretty long. I want to say it's 6,000 feet long. It is 5,500 feet long, 100 foot wide. So it'll be a little bit skinnier than what we're used to, which means we're going to think we're higher than we are when we flare, because the sight picture, my eyes are used to 150 foot wide runway. So that I'm going to, in my eye, I got to be careful and make sure I flare. I don't get too low to flare, because my eyes are expecting this, and it's 50 foot shorter. And that really matters when you start going into, 50 foot wide strips, or less, some of them are 30. It is, you got to be cognizant of that. That your eyeball thinks, your depth, your perception thinks one thing when you're really another. Alright, so actually I could do a straight in on 6. Let's go 122.8.
Air Transport 3488 Heavy, contact Chicago Center 133.35.
We're going to do the approach. That'd be fun. No, actually it'd be fun to fly over and do a turn.
Hotel, turn, or question not, fly heading 110.
We're VFR, we should do it correctly. Sides. Got to be aware the NOTAM has the approach path indicator down, so we're going to have to eyeball it. We don't get the help of a PAPI on the side. We're 7 minutes out, folks. The airport reported 7 miles. And maybe, it's way more than 7 miles. Looking into the sun, it's a little bit worse. Maybe but looking that way, I bet you it's 25, 30. Trying to pick out the runway. When you can only come up here once a year, I overflew it twice this year though, going to Janesville. But when you only come up here every so often, it's hard to pick out. I think I got it. Alright, we can start our descent.
Rockford approach, Comanche 6928 Papa Sir. I'm going to start descending on in. If I could drop flight following and start calling my way in.
Alright, 28 Papa, roger, radar source terminated, maintain VFR, pressure change to advisor, frequency approved.
Squawk at 1200, over to advisor. Thank you, sir. You guys have a good weekend.
Have a good one.
Alright, 122.8.
Papa Grove traffic, 4811 Golf, turn and final, runway 12, Papa Grove.
Freeport area traffic, Comanche 6928 Papa, 14 miles southwest of the field, 3,500 descending, be overflying midfield, 2,500 to enter the downwind for runway 6, Freeport.
Yeah, 19 Lima, we're on a 3/4 mile final, 18 Flores. Touch and go.
Now I've left the autopilot. I'm just controlling the altitude, and we're going to start easing our way down. 500 foot a minute's easy on the ears. I've said that before 100 times. It's still true.
More north. Landing Sylvania.
And we're looking for 2,500 basically.
Louis traffic sky 2054 Sierra, turning cross on runway 20 Lewis.
That's Lewis, that's up by Chicago. Let's go ahead and switch tanks.
Traffic, White King Air, 15 west of the field, inbound for 25, Iowa City traffic.
West traffic, experimental 309, Roman Victor, taking one way, 140.
Fuel pressure's holding.
Traffic.
So we will run on this tank for a bit, and then we'll land. The right tank will be the fullest tank. And on the flight back, we'll take off on that.
2275.
There's 2,800.
20540, turning west down runway 20 Lewis.
Freeport area traffic, Comanche 6928 Papa, 2,700 descending, 10 miles southwest of the field. Be overflying midfield 2,500 for a right downwind, or correction, left downwind entry for 6. Freeport. 2,600.
Lewis traffic skies 11614, left crosswind, runway 20 Lewis.
Traffic.
All right, autopilot coming off.
Is 5 miles.
Full level.
East, inbound to Forest. Traffic 4811.
Ooh, guys, look at that.
Papago.
Yeah, they're turning. Thank you. Canadian Geese headed north. Only about 5 or 6 of them. All right, they saw us, turned to the right, I turned to the left. Mother Nature's a brilliant thing.
Mike Alpha is 8.5 miles to the
That'll wake you up.
west, clear.
I don't know if you could see that or not. They were above me.
Lewis traffic.
It's that time of year, though. They're all headed for the breeding grounds.
20540, turning west base, runway 20 Lewis.
Final runway 27 salt on the approach.
Iowa City traffic, White King Air, 8 east of the field at 3.5, inbound 25.
All right. The airport is a spot just on the other side of the dark colored area there. Runway 6 is this one.
Skyhawk 172, Bravo Fox skies on crosswind to runway 20 Lewis.
Freeport area traffic, Comanche 6928 Papa, 6 miles southwest of the field, 2,500. Actually, we'll be entering a upwind runway 6 entry for 28 Papa. We'll just do an upwind entry, cross, down instead of overflying. So let's head down to 1900.
Iowa City traffic, White King Air, 5 mile final, 25, Iowa City traffic, 18.
Clear traffic 11614, breaking off left downwind for spacing for power off.
Louis traffic sky 20540, final runway 20 Lewis. We can go around if King Air needs to get out. Iowa City traffic, Cessna 600, Juliet Foxtrot, climbing through 15.
All right.
Departing to the south, last call, Iowa City.
2,100 feet.
Papa Grove traffic 4811 Golf.
Wind is definitely from the south.
Papa Grove.
There's 2,000 feet, 100 to go. Freeport area traffic, Comanche 6928 Papa. We'll be upwind runway 6, 1,900 feet, Freeport. There's 1,900 feet. We'll level, get our speed set here. Right, pre-takeoff or pre-landing.
Runway 18 more.
We've got the ATIS.
Yeah, fire 19, maybe a final 18 Morris.
Actual fuel boost, we'll get all that on Gumps. All right, Gumps to go, guys, Gumps to go.
Clear traffic 11614, reset traffic.
Lewis traffic, Cessna 3 Mike Alpha is 4 miles to the west of Lewis. We're going to teardrop into the 45, downwind for runway 20, Lewis traffic.
Freeport traffic, Money 6355, Quebec, ready for takeoff, runway...
Lewis traffic,
Freeport, Mooney, sir, go ahead. I will do a short turn here, midfield, and enter the left downwind for 6.
Traffic to Haxton, Mike Charlie's left downwind, runway 18, short approach more.
Mooney traffic, are you going to roll? Just sitting there. Freeport traffic, Comanche 6928 Papa, midfield, 1900 feet, entering a left downwind, runway 6. Sir, you got plenty of time if you want to go.
Gulf traffic, Manic Romeo's going to be departing the area to the west, Gulf.
Okay, we got him. He's on the roll.
Freeport traffic, 155 Quebec, ready for takeoff, runway 6. For runway 20.
Okay, we are midfield, inside gear, speed gear coming down. There's 100 miles an hour. Flaps coming in. We're gonna beam the numbers. Oop. There we go.
Poplar Grove traffic, 4A11 Golf, turning downwind, runway 12, Poplar Grove.
Okay, he's off the ground. Freeport area traffic, Comanche 6928 Papa, entering a left base, runway 6, Freeport.
Iowa City traffic, flight design 319 Charlie Tango, maneuvering 5,600 feet, 12 miles southwest over Corona, Iowa City.
Lewis traffic, Skyhawk 11614, left base, runway 20.
Okay, second notch of flaps, gas, undercarriage, mixture,
2,300.
prop, speed, we want 90.
Poplar Grove traffic, Cessna 170, 2 miles northeast, entering midfield, left downwind, runway 12, following 11 Golf.
Downwind, a little bit bumpy down here. There's 90. Looking good. Gas, undercarriage, mixture, prop. Third notch coming in.
Poplar Grove traffic, 4A11 Golf, turning base, runway 12, Poplar Grove.
Okay, we're looking for 80. There's 80. Put the crosswind correction in. Oh, that was a pretty landing. Oh, we're just gonna make this one nice. Okay. Good landing, folks. That was a good landing. Very happy with that. We'll see what happens in a month and a half. Freeport area traffic, Comanche 6928 Papa, clear the active, Freeport. Okay, after landing checklist. Fuel boost pump coming off. Flaps are up, carb heat is closed, mixture going lean. Pitot heat is off. Turn our strobes off. Okay, after landing checklist complete. So folks, hey, thanks a ton for riding along. It will be, like I said, probably 4 to 6 weeks, and then I'll do a complete review. I am going to take some time though. The 275s are a lot more complicated than these, so I got some book learning to do while it's in there doing it. But thanks for coming. I hope you all have a great month and a half, and we'll talk to you all later. Bye.